everyone. Today we are going to study chemistry chapter number 5, periodic classification of element. As we know till now 117 elements are known. But if you want to understand this chapter, you have to go back in time a little bit. Suppose you are there in 1800, okay, year, nearly 220 years back from today. Hardly some of the elements are known at that time. And what is the need of making periodic table? First question which comes to our mind. The need of making periodic table is so that we can study chemistry systematically and easily, right? That's why we have made groups and periods. And as you know, in 1935, around 1935, your neutron was discovered, and that modern periodic table was based after the discovery of electron, proton, neutron. Okay? In 1800, no atomic number was there, as no protons were discovered. So how they arrange elements? Hardly 1617. Exact year you have to see from NCERT, right? Exact years. Don't go around the year which are given in other books. Always study the year of discovery from NCERT. Now we are sitting in 1800. That time only few, hardly 15 or 17 elements are known, and we have to arrange all those elements. And how we were arranging elements? We were arranging elements in order of their increasing atomic masses. Atomic masses were known at that time. In today's time, we know that atomic mass is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons, or you can say atomic mass is equal to number of atomic number plus number of neutrons. But at that time, only atomic masses were there, as no protons, neutrons, nothing was there. So what we will do is we will start from year 1800, right? And in year 1800, hardly some of the elements are known, right? So there were many scientists in different parts of the world. They were trying to arrange different elements. In class 11th also you will study the same topic. Maybe you will see frequency polygon. I remember one more scientist was there who arranged increasing atomic masses on the basis of frequency polygon. But in this chapter mainly we have to study the work of Dobrnyer, Newland, John Newland, and there was a Russian scientist, Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev. And after that we have to study the combined work of Moseley and Bohr, and then we have to study the properties of the characteristics of different elements when we move top to bottom in a group and left to right in a period, right? That all we will study in this chapter. So starting from Dobrnyer, 1817, in the year 1817 he made total of 4 triads, but in NCERT and Lakmir only 3 triads are given. One more triad is there that I'll tell you. These are called Dobrnyer triads. What are triads? A group of 3 elements is called triad, right? Group of 3 elements is called triad. First of all, he made first triad of alkali metals. So the first one is Dobrnyer triads. I'll give you the example of this, and rest of the example I'll tell you. This is a triad of alkali metals. What he did, he arranged elements in order of their increasing atomic masses. I've prepared a hint for you because you people face a lot of problem in learning these elements. So the hint for that is Lychee Nakha, and you know the names of these elements. Lithium, Li, Lychee for lithium, Na for sodium, you know the name is taken from natrium, Ka for potassium, right? And the atomic masses,
7.
atomic masses of these elements are 7. this is 23 and this is 39. ठीक है. Now what Duvernier said, he said that if we arrange elements in order of their increasing atomic masses, then the average of atomic masses of the extreme elements, here lithium and potassium are extreme elements, then the average of the atomic masses of the extreme element, you know the average, add both of them divided by 2, is equal to the atomic mass of the middle one. So that's why you can see it is nearly, it is not necessary it would be exactly equal to the center one, to the middle one. Here it is, it would be nearly equal. Okay? As you know, he made it for alkali metal. After that he made one more triad, which is alkaline earth metal group, right? Triad means a group of 3 elements, right? So now I'm writing directly. This is symbol, hint, you can see it yourself. Okay? Order would be same. Symbol, then hint, then names, then atomic masses. So next is calcium, strontium and barium. Next is calcium, strontium and barium. Masses, atomic masses. You can just learn for this one. The next ones are just for examples, but at least try to remember this one, alkali metal, right? Because atomic masses you got to memorize. There is no hint for atomic masses, but there is a hint which are made for that. That is Kal. Now don't argue why you haven't written, why I haven't written Kal by KAL, right? It is just hints are simply with the help of which you can memorize it. Hint is Kal sir bhagenge. And names you know, Kal for calcium, Sir for strontium, and barium. Barium. BA is for barium. Now please see the atomic masses. Atomic mass of calcium is, atomic mass of calcium is
40.
Strontium is
88.
and barium is
127.
137, right? So again you will calculate the average. Average is 40 plus 137. According to Duvernier, if we arrange elements in order of their increasing atomic masses, then the average of the atomic mass of the extreme element is nearly equal to the middle one. So 40 plus 127 by 2, it's 177 by 2, 88.5, which is nearly equal to 88. Okay? You can see how Duvernier, don't imagine that you are sitting in 2020, right? Imagine yourself you are sitting in 1817, and this work also have taken a lot of nights. Got it? You have, I told you 4 triads. If 17 elements were known at that time, he has arranged 16 of them, right? And he has arranged it according to his funda, whatever he was telling, that the atomic masses of the average of the extreme element is nearly equal to the middle one. You are finding it correct. Next, he had made one more group, and that is for halogens. Halogen is group number 17 nowadays. Halo group. As you know, halo is group number 17. Hint for that is Ferrari can beat Indica astonishingly. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. These are the elements which are present in group number 17 that we will also study. This is totally a theoretical chapter, so you have to understand it very carefully, right? Now, the symbol for halogens. They have taken 3 here. The hint, I remember it by hint. Chalo banaye India. That is the hint for it. Chalo banaye India, or Italy you can write down. Chalo for chlorine, banaye for bromine, India for iodine. Right? Now the atomic masses. First of all, you know the names. Chalo for chlorine, bromine, don't read it bromine, it's bromine, and iodine, right? And the atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5 it is, and for bromine it is
80.
and for iodine it is
127.
127. Find out the average. 35.5 plus 127 by 2. Add them.
52.5.
It's 162.5 by 2. So it is 81.25, which is nearly equal to 80. Got it? So the third triad of halogen, triad of bromine, which is halogen, is also correct. Now you will do one thing, you have to find out fourth triad from the modern periodic table. I'm giving you one hint. You won't be able to find it yourself, but the fourth triad was sulfur, selenium, tellurium. It is sulfur, selenium, tellurium. You can see it in the main periodic table. This is the triad, and please verify it using yourself. Sulfur is number 16, selenium is number 34 and atomic number 34, and tellurium is atomic number 52. Can you please tell me once more? Sulfur is
16.
selenium is
34.
and tellurium is
52.
52. Again, I'm telling you, these are atomic numbers, not atomic masses. Atomic masses, if you want to see, you can see the periodic table which is given in NCERT. Now the question comes, why this table failed, why Dauvergne triads were failed? Because if 17 were present at that time, he arranged those 16 elements in particular triads, but in future more elements were discovered and he was not able to arrange them. Since his Dauvergne triad worked till 1864, because the next table, that is Newland table, it came in 1864. Thank you.